Well, more millennials are falling into debt. That's according to one of the nation's leading nonprofit credit counseling agencies.
CBS Philadelphia consumer reporter Josh Sidorowitz has more on how some are finding ways to get a handle on what they owe.
33-year-old Nick March turned to credit cards as a lifeline.
At the time, we weren't really making a lot of money to make ends meet, get groceries, that type of thing. We were going to school.
But what started as necessity, he says, quickly snowballed as he racked up $28,000 in debt, more than 4 times the current average credit card balance.
Definitely a daunting number since we didn't really have experience with credit cards before. We just kind of let that get a little bit more out of control, doing a little bit of unnecessary spending. And then it got to a point where we couldn't really pay the interest on it.
Faced with rising rent, ballooning interest rates, and stuck with student loans, millennials, the generation born between 1981 and 1995, are now the ones most asking for help to dig out of credit card debt.
43%, the largest group of all new clients coming in, are millennials.
Serving clients nationwide, nonprofit credit counseling agency Money Management International said it's a significant trend away from what had been their typical clients in their 40s and 50s.
I will say the positive thing about millennials is they are willing to take action. They actually turn out to be the most receptive to financial counseling, making them most likely to overcome their financial challenges.
March says MMI worked with his creditors to negotiate lower interest rates into the single digits, setting him up on a plan to pay off his debt within 3 years.
Having that sort of like end date of when all of this will be paid off is kind of like okay, now we can look at getting a house. Now we can, be free of all of this, and it will feel like a huge weight is lifted off our shoulders.
And while millennials are more likely to carry debt than other generations were at that same age, a study last year by finance site LendingTree did find the age group is still in an overall better financial position than their counterparts were at that period in life, particularly when it comes to net worth, assets, income, and spending. As always, if you have a money question, consumer issue, or scam story you want to share, you can contact me by scanning that QR code, or you can email inyourcorner@cbs.com. I'm Josh Sidorowitz, CBS News, Philadelphia.